Hello, Ray Logan here, Associate Broker with Remax Platinum, serving the Greater Ann Arbor and Greater Jackson areas. I want to talk to you about a problem that's coming up. It's never happened to me before, but other agents have brought it to my attention, and we've had these roundtable discussions. Okay, here's the scenario. There's a purchase agreement that's been bottom lined, and it's set to close the last part of April, let's say, within a few days of that anyways. The buyer contacts the seller and says, I've received a clear to close. I'm ready to close. And if we do not close by such and such date, which is really soon, so for the sake of this tape, with today being the 6th, I'll say if we don't close by the 12th, I lose my rate lock and my interest rates are going to go up. What would you do if you're the seller? Seller's not ready to move. Seller has on her purchase agreement, it has close no later than, let's say, April 28th. Okay? So what would you do in this situation if you're the seller and you're not ready to close, but the buyer threatens to walk out? Otherwise, their interest rate is going to go up. See what's happening now? The market is becoming a little unstable with things happening. Interest rates are starting to creep up. And, of course, all your mortgages get sold on the secondary market. So that's it's in the bank's interest to get a higher interest rate, because they're going to sell them to investors, okay, just for lack of a better word. So what would you do in a situation like this? What do you think? Take a moment and think about that. There again, I've never had it happen to me. Another agent in our office that was in this has said he's never had it happen to him either. He's been in this for years. But other agents that we've spoken to has seen it happen numerous times, more recently now than, say, before when interest rates were lower. Here's the solution we came up with on this, and I'd like to get your thoughts on this if you choose to call back. But anyways, what we suggested after going over this was that they go ahead and they close, but they draw up an addendum stating that the owner will stay in that house until the original closing date, the no later date on that purchase agreement, which April 28th, let's say. So they would close, owner would stay in that house until April 28th at no additional cost. And that would be the trade-off. The buyer would keep his interest rate. He wouldn't have to buy an extension if they was to offer it. And the seller gets to stay in that house. How do you like that for a answer to a problem? Keep that in the back of your head, because you may run into this sometime. I had never ran into it before. But after bouncing about 6 or 7 different scenarios off each other's heads, I think that is probably the best solution that's going to help everyone, the buyer, the seller, and the agents, and even the loan officers, for what they're tied in for those rates. See you. Have a good day. You can call me 517-960-3904 on my cell, or you can call me direct at my office, 734-794-4197. And my email is ray@raylogan.net. Website is raylogan.net. See ya.